Welcome back to the Crooked Spine Show. How do we prevent injuries, even in emergency situations, by doing certain things in our daily life? We can start with hydration is always a good thing to do, along with warming up. Sometimes we jump out of bed and what happens? We jump on something, we hit something, hurt ourselves. Warming up is always a key, both our brain and our body. We also do things such as watching ourselves and other people, checking in with people, socialization, to make sure we're both doing well, both physically, mentally. I talk about too checking with my grandmother once a week, when she was alive, to make sure we both were doing well. All right, so it's great to talk, listen in. Highlights are in the show notes as usual. Short talk today. At that point, I'll hear from you afterwards. All right, let's get started with our summer group today. We've got at Brookdale, where we are right now, what do they have to do to stay safe? What's their, their guidelines or what they talk about? What do they do? Okay.
Well, tell you to stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, okay. But is there something to where...
Nothing really big.
And obviously there's an emergency, yes, they're on right away.
Oh yeah, that's
staff that takes care of it.
Anytime.
That's a safety measure if there's a problem.
Right.
I always talk about how do we do things to prevent having a problem so we stay safe that way. That's my thing. Talk about hydration by a second too. A lot of it is how do we hydrate enough so we were talking earlier in summer, if you're in summer heat, where we are right now, you don't have problems down the line, hours later the next day. And can we drink enough water in the morning so at that point we're not up all night if we're drinking water in the evening? Can we drink things that are not dehydrators, such as soda, such as coffee? I drink coffee, so I drink more water, compensate for that too. So overall, my body doesn't stay dehydrated throughout the day. So sodas are dehydrators. How about what foods are dehydrated our body too? What foods? Well, how do we hydrate through our foods? To say it a different way. Fruits are good hydrators. Make your body want to hydrate more. Anything that holds water. So fruits and vegetables are great ways to hydrate your body.
Any vegetable?
Any fruit and vegetable. I'm going to go general. Okay, there's probably watermelon's probably the best fruit, but any fruit that holds water is good for you. Any vegetable, the same thing. In the winter, right now it's summer right now, right? What can we do in the winter to stay hydrated also? Is I like drinking soups, or soups for one too. So if you like soups, good. Whatever you like to do, keep doing. Can we do enough for our own body to make sure our body stays hydrated throughout the day? How do we know we're dehydrated? How do you know? What works for you? When you get dehydrated, what do you feel when you get dehydrated?
Lightheaded.
Lightheaded, right? What else can you tell?
That would be dizziness.
And also, too, dizziness for one, too. You gotta go to the bathroom enough. Okay? I get my skin starts to dry out. Especially my knuckles. That's just my own personal thing. I go, okay, I'm dehydrated. I gotta get myself hydrated. Okay? If I feel like I said, same thing. If I feel lightheaded, a little bit groggy, even if it's early midday where I should have more energy, maybe I'm dehydrated. So it's not bad to drink enough water to dehydrate you, something like that. Make yourself, if you want to call it more hydrated, along with maybe people use Gatorade or Powerade, one of those two. Those are okay, but the problem is you have to watch out the sugar, because sugar dehydrates. Cause an issue with diabetes too. So a lot of Gatorade, for example, is great, and for general people drink for hydration, will cause problems because of the sugar will dehydrate your body. Be careful of that too. Okay? How else can we stay safe in our environment? We talked about exercise, correct? Okay? We exercise enough to keep our bodies healthy so we don't fall. I always worry about falls. I see a lot in my office, a lot. People coming in after a fall, because now they've hurt their back, their hip, their leg, whatever it might be. So I have to be very careful of that, is how do we prevent falls? Again, prevention to stay safe. Okay? Keeping our bodies strong and healthy. Okay? Talked about in the previous talks too about balance. How do we maintain our balance? Keeping our legs strong, our back strong, and doing certain things every day as a routine of stretching, range of motion, even with your ankles too, moving your ankles enough throughout before you get out of bed, allows your joints to have that balanced position waking everything up. Okay? A lot of us are not 15, 20 years old anymore. We need to start a little slower every day.
Not even in
Okay?
5 years.
Exactly. I don't want to go too far up, but can we warm up enough before we even get out of bed to make your body turn on our nerves, allow some blood flow, allow our things to wake up inside, so if we get out of bed, we step on our shoe that we left outside by the bed last night, we don't fall right away. Can we prevent injuries by doing that, keeping our legs, back, and upper and lower body strong? What we talked before with the wall walking, with sitting properly, with standing properly, with the walking too. Anytime you walk for exercise, what I mean by that, walk for exercise, people say, yeah, I walk every day. I walk to the bathroom, the kitchen, to work, wherever it is to drop my kids off. That's a short distance. That's not a constant speed. When you walk at constant speed, allow your body to actually stay in a certain routine motion. Your body calibrates that to make your body a little bit more balanced, a little strong in that position. It takes the constant speed of walking around the block, doing it routinely every day if you can, to make your body stronger, move whatever you can move, make your body looser and stronger so you don't have problems where you can fall. If that's a problem for you. Any questions about that? So mobility, routine, whatever you can do, you can just move your ankles around, do whatever you can, even your arms and hands, even just your shoulders, whatever you can do, allows your body to maintain that nerve from your wrist, up your arm, to your neck, to your head. Okay, I can use that for balancing. You have to use your whole body to maintain our health. Okay, our health equals better balance, less falls, overall physical and mental health too. What else can we do, living in a community like we live here, to keep ourselves safe, prevent injuries, prevent emergencies? Especially guys have a lot of problems with this, sometimes me too. How do you find someone you can connect with in a community like this? Hey, I'm having a problem, can I call you whenever I have a problem? Can you find someone within your community, maybe home or in your area, to go, I'm going to connect with you. If I have a problem, I can't go to everybody, but can I call you, just check in with you, see what's going on? If I'm sick, I'm not my best doctor. And I actually still call my mom, hey mom, I'm sick, what do I do? Okay, I still call her and go, what should I take? What should I be eating? What should I be taking? Because when I'm sick, I don't have a perception in my mind what's the best for me. So I want to do whatever I can to prevent me from getting well by doing the right things. So I want someone I can have in my community, maybe my mom, my friend, my neighbor, to go, hey, I'm having a problem. Can I pick your brain what I should do? Okay, any questions about that? Okay, having someone close to you can trust to pick up the phone and call. Okay, or if you're on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, do whatever you want to do. Call them and let them know, hey, look, I'm having problems. Is this a problem that I can call the ambulance for? Can you come over and help me out? What should I do? I told you before, too, my grandmom stories all the time. She'll call me, I have a problem for this. What should I do? You know, or something where, hey, I have your neighbor's number. Let me have them come and check on you. So I live near her. But have someone you can connect with, or one or two people that when you're next to them, when you have their connection, they're your fallback when you're not doing well, maybe physically, or you have something happen to you also. So being safe is being, for me, how do you set up your own safety net so you don't have problems that are not an emergency? Okay, any questions about that? What else can we do to be safe, Lord, too, that you set up overall for yourself to make your body, not your body, but your overall environment safe for you? How is your room set up? How's your living environment set up?
So you won't trip over something.
Exactly. You want to make sure in the dark, the lights go out, whatever it might be, if you're not conscious yet, but sometimes I am, how do you not trip over something again and hurt yourself? How do you know where things are in the dark sometimes, so you know routinely how to get yourself ready or where things should be? Okay, we get up all the time in the morning, we just get up early in the morning before, especially in the winter months when the time changes, before my wife gets up, so I want to turn the light off and she'll yell at me again. I like when my wife yells at me. It upsets me. Okay? So I turn the lights off, but I know where my toothbrush is. I know where my clothes are. So I know where everything is before I go to bed. So in my mind, I can get up, brush my teeth, get myself ready, and go to the gym right away before she gets up. So I want my mind is where things, how I prep my environment, my physical environment to make sure my body's safe, I'm safe, and people around me are safe too. Okay? What can you do when you're walking around to make sure you're safe?
Well, when I'm walking in the house, every once in a while I look down to see if there's anything, little ridges in the cement.
Exactly. Okay? You want to make sure when you're walking around, you're not looking always just up, but also down at your environment, maybe even 5 feet ahead. Okay? Our body takes about maybe a half a second to a second to change our routine when we're walking. So give yourself that time to slow down, adjust, move your steps. Also, as we talked about before, is when we're being safe when we're walking, is to make sure, we change the camera angle just a little bit here. Make sure when we're walking, we're doing this to where we're rolling our feet, if possible, not stepping down with our toes. Okay? By rolling your feet allows you to absorb some impact, even if it is an uneven pavement or ground, absorb the impact of the whole area, so you're not having to step and then twist your ankle or hurt your knee or fall. So by going heel to toe allows you to do that, allow your body to absorb the impact and feel what's on the floor. So if you have that option, at that point, allows your body to actually shift your weight very quickly. Even taking a wider stance if you need to also ensure that if you're in the dark, for example, where you can't see very well, that taking a wider stance and taking it a little bit slower allows you to feel what's going on. That people did before talked about is making sure we practice at home in our environment against the wall, where you're touching the wall and going slowly with your eyes closed and rolling your feet back and forth. So at that point, touch the wall gives you more balance. At that point, it tells you to use your feet for balance, not just your vision, but looking yourself straight ahead too. But looking up allows you to use your overall body for balance, not just your eyes. Sometimes your eyes may deceive you. The problem is, if you're walking backwards, then what happens? You can't eyes. Unless you're my mom, you don't have eyes behind your back, right? All right? So you want to make sure that we even try it backwards with your fingers against the wall too, is walk backwards, basically rolling your feet too, to make sure you go back and forth, so you know that your body's overall balanced over time. Okay? You want to practice a routine of staying healthy, keeping yourself safe, so everything in your environment can actually help you. Change that back again too. Okay? Any questions at all? Talked about physical health, talked about people around you too, about hydration. What else can we do to stay healthy and stay safe? I'm thinking of one other thing that might work to help you is to make sure that we're staying mentally, if you want to, cognizant and keeping ourselves healthy. Again, my grandma before too, did crossword puzzles. Can our mental state help us stay healthy so we can not only know what's going on around us, but also interpret things very quickly? Okay? If I see someone falling down, how can I help them? If I see someone in trouble over there, how do I help them? So having that quick mindset, having that quick reaction time because your cognitive ability is doing well, allows you to be not only helpful for them, but also yourself too. So you want to make sure our physical body and our mental health is 100% or as much as you can be, by keeping yourself busy all the time. Do you read? Do you do crossword puzzles? Do things like that, keep your mind and your body healthy. And also too, keep yourself mentally healthy. How much do you interact with other people? Is that important? Especially with guys again too. We can almost live in a cave and be fine. Okay, most guys are like, that doesn't matter to me. But can we do enough to make ourselves interact with people? That's part of mental health. We're social beings. It's hard to say. Okay, we're meant to be around other people. I was watching a thing yesterday with Morgan Freeman about it's his God series, about people for 7,000 years always lived in communities. They've always lived in communities where they've strived better, they've grown better in communities than on their own. And in community here, where you have here How do you find people you can correlate with and connect with and have a daily conversation with? By having a daily conversation with somebody, talking to them every day or every other day, at that point you're checking in with them to see how they're doing. Also checking in with them to see how you're doing too. When you have somebody you can connect with, maybe here or somewhere else, can you at that point have someone that knows you, knows your tone of voice, knows your routine, and knows when you're out of routine? When I called my grandmother every week when she was alive, I called her to see how she was doing, what she was going on, but also how her tone of voice was, how her mindset was. Was she emotional? Was she non-emotional? Who did she talk to this week? What was her plan this week? But having that conversation allows you to really connect with them once you have them well enough to know them. Hey, are they off a little bit? What's going on? So you want to make sure that you have, once you connect with them before too, you keep your mindset so it goes back and forth. It's a give and take. So you know if you're doing well or you know if they're not doing well. Sometimes people have a tragic after life, lose a family member or a pet or something else too. You may not know that during the week. Once you talk to them, hey, why are things off a little bit? You talk a little bit more. What's going on? Get them to open up to you so that when you know they're safe, you can't be with them all the time. All right. Anything else? Anything else, sir? Looking dapper today. I like the shirt. All right. And that's my biggest thing, too, Lord, is how do we in the community make sure we're safe physically, okay? Even with dehydration too, and we're going to keep ourselves physically strong, healthy, and balanced. But also can we work as a group to make sure each of us are safe too, in our own little way. Okay, make sure our environment's safe. Make sure that we're doing okay physically and mentally. Because sometimes mental health someone will then lead to someone deteriorating physically. So to make sure our mental mindset is good, by working out, by exercise, by doing daily routine of exercise to keep your mindset strong, like in daily walks, 9 o'clock today, it's what it is right now, 9 o'clock. Keep that going. That's when you know that group is staying healthy as much as possible. And talk to people. Sometimes I have that problem when I'm talking up to people. Talk to people, see exactly how they're doing. Keep their mind and body strong. And help them when you can. It only helps you. I help people because I'm selfish. I want to feel good, so I help other people. That's what I do. All right? Anything else? Guys good? Have a great month. Short talk today, but have a good month and keep yourself safe. We'll see you guys next month. I try my best, my friend. Try my best, man. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. That's it. So preventing injury is always the key, correct? Okay. By being present in our situation, maybe physical or mental, where we are, who's around us for 1, 2, and what we're doing, allows us not to run in the walls, pulls like I have in the past, or even fall down for no reason at all. So, and listening to other people too. This is a side note, because when we talk to somebody, maybe in person or on the phone, can we hear exactly what they're saying, how they're talking, their attitude when they're talking to, and their tone of voice? So are they okay? And also have them check in with us too to make sure we're okay, both physically and mentally. Again, the show notes is all the highlights of this short talk. Along the Facebook page, you'll leave comments and go to our other show notes for 1, 2, other podcast videos on the link there too. All right, so enjoy the week, guys, and I'll have a good week, and we'll see you next one.